Hello everyone, welcome to Creating Grin, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons real play podcast set in the homebrew fantasy world of Solaris on the continent of Alteratus. At the table, we have the 3 spectacular players that will bring to life our adventures along with a special guest. Let's start off to my right. We have...
My name's Katie. I play Arya Cullis, a tiefling rogue who has just been resurrected from the dead.
And my name is Brian. I play Kelbrix Goldfound, a human grave cleric that has lost his holy symbol and his vestments. Very sad.
I'm Jason. I'm playing Gorath Thunderfist, a Goliath fighter. I'm just very confused right now. I like the magic lady, and now all of a sudden someone just got shot.
I'm Mawe. I play an Air Genasi Ranger, and I'm having a great time.
Her name's Ellie.
Her name is Ellie.
My name is Ellie. You guys don't need to know that.
She's camera shy.
I am!
And my name is Eric, and I will be your dungeon master for this chapter of our tale. So, what I'd like everyone to do, roll initiative.
Hey, he rolled. Someone rolled a 1 again.
Someone got a 1 again.
Jesus. I've just been shot.
Good job, buddy.
I know. It makes perfect sense.
Ah, fuck.
So, just a quick recap for those of you who are just tuning in or listening in. The resurrection spell took place. Ari's been revived. Arya has 1 hit point.
Yay.
The party was heading out of the temple, the Soul Temple, and an arrow was launched from across the way from a shadowy figure on a rooftop. The arrow hit and damaged Kelbrix, dealing, I believe, 10 HP worth of damage.
Yeah.
And that's why we're in initiative. So, let's start off with Kelbrix. What is your initiative?
-1.
That's right. -1 for you, sir. And let's go to Ari.
17.
17 for you. And I'm going to roll for Sendra. It got stuck. Okay. And Gorath.
16.
And shadowy figure on the rooftop, aka Malway.
22.
Oh, great. That's great. Love it so much.
I'm having a great time.
I can't wait to die again.
No, maybe. I don't know.
So,
I think it's going to be me that's going to die.
No.
I only have 1 HP.
Oh, shit.
that's correct.
Did you forget about that part?
I did forget about that
There you
part.
go.
And also, what, exhaustion?
Yeah, you got -4 on like
Yeah.
all checks, so this will be fun. So, shadowy figure, aka Maui, aka Player Ellie. What would you like to do? You are approximately, let's measure that out with my cool measuring tool, about 40 feet or so on a rooftop, about 20-25 feet up in the air. You've just taken a shot. Your intended target was Ari.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the arrow just grazed and hit a friend of hers, you would presume. The tokens down there with our logo are innocent bystanders that are roving about, whether they're traveling to an inn or whatever they're doing in the middle of the night, just so you know. Also keep in mind, there has been patrols of guards being seen, or have been saw, I guess. Without further delay, what would you like to do, Maui?
So it's nighttime, right?
It currently is nighttime.
Okay.
The street lights are giving you the light. The purple circle that you see on the screen is Ari's dark vision aura. That's what Ari can currently see. Technically, you don't know that, but we're all sharing the same map and screen.
Okay. So I can't really get a, status on her other than that maybe she's being supported by the friend I just said.
It looks like a buddy helping a buddy out of a building, essentially. You also know that the target is wanted alive. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. I'm going to hold my action for right now.
Okay.
And if they try to make a run for it, I will fire another warning arrow.
Do you have a specific target you'd like to fire at, or are you just going to fire an arrow in general? At a random target?
Well, I definitely... If I can't really see Ari, I'll probably want to fire in front of her.
Okay.
Try to aim, like, in front of her.
Okay. With that being said, Ari, it's your turn. What would you like to do? As the Moon Knight now reveals the shadowy figure to be a blue-skinned female
Vampire.
with white hair kind of falling out from the hood as it is drawn up around her to kind of keep obscurity, but is now revealed by the moonlight. And no, she is not a vampire.
Sorry, guy. Oh. I guess I gotta go be a vampire now.
No thanks. Hang on. I am going to do mage armor.
Crying is a bonus action, just remember that.
No, I don't need to cry.
Not
Mage
yet.
armor with the ring?
Yeah.
Alright, so the ring has, what, 3? I forgot how many charges the ring has.
I think it's just
Don't forget,
one.
we're also
I
doing
think it's just one
an
charge.
audio podcast. No, it has more than that.
I only have one charge listed.
Yeah,
You may
I
have-
only have one charge listed as well.
I have a couple of rings, though.
It should have more charges than that. I'll have to look into that. I think it has like 3 charges.
Okay.
Mm.
Go for 3
Good to know.
charges. I'll post-edit that. We'll fix that. Don't worry about that.
Okay, cool.
But figure on 3 charges. I'm pretty sure it's like 3 is what I had written it up as. It may not have translated to B&B Beyond.
Okay, well, I still want to do mage armor
Yep.
on myself,
Okay.
which you touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor, and a protective magical force surrounds it until the spell ends. So I'm going to take my ring and basically just, place it on my arm.
Okay, so when you do so, the purple aura and energy will just kind of wash over you, creating a kind of purple spectral armor that seems to give you some type of protection.
Target's base AC becomes 13 plus Dex modifier.
Okay, so now your AC is 13 plus
3, 16.
Oh, okay. So now you're at a 16 AC. That was considered an action to use to use a charge. So you've got movement and bonus actions and
I would like to try and move to cover behind that tree.
yeah. Check your mouses, make sure they're all on. They are cool.
So I'm going to pull away from covers.
Yep, that's a about 7-8 foot pine tree, purple. If you look at it, like the legit color is purple. They're very exotic looking.
Fancy.
So yeah, you jawn behind about 10-15 feet behind this pine tree. You are considered 3/4 covered, if not total covered, depending on how you like want to peek out or whatever. So you will lose sight, Mawe, of your target as she sprints after putting on this purple energy.
Ah, shit.
Is there anything else?
I can use my bonus action to do hide.
You can as a rogue.
So I guess that. I don't know what I need to do for that. Okay. I haven't used it
Just so
before.
we got some numbers.
Some numbers. That is 18 and 7 for 25.
Very good. Okay. I'm going to move to Gorath. You're literally coming out of the building after looking back and thinking Magic Lady for services, if I remember
I
correctly.
think Magic Lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was very
And
tense in there.
You see this craziness take place in front of you. Kelbrix now has an arrow stuck in his armor.
Sorry.
You watch Ari pull up a magical shield or armor on herself and then runs behind a tree. Sendra's looking around like, what's going on? What do you want to do?
Gorath did see the silhouette on the roof.
As you also see the silhouette on the
Yeah,
roof.
I think I was the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the only one that did.
Yeah.
Dang
it.
All right, so I will pull out my shield and then sprint towards the building where I saw.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're like running all out.
Like that.
Okay.
Like, battering ram style.
Okay.
Like we did earlier.
Okay.
This is
Uh-oh.
when Gorath takes down a building.
Hey,
Uh,
what was your
spaghetti-
held action again?
If anyone looked like they were going to make a run for it,
Oh, okay.
So
40 to 45 feet or so puts you within that building. You still got, if you're dashing,
I'm dashing.
you got 60 feet.
Yeah.
You can use an athletics to begin to there's a nearby, piece of, craters. Like you could literally start trying to.
How the building is laid out.
You could start parkouring up this building and going after the target.
Yeah, I think we're going to attempt that.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Gorath parkour. Oh, man.
Just a Goliath.
Wow.
Gorath hardcores.
Because I'm pretty sure you got enough speed left over. You're depending on this number here,
15,
you could
20
get to the top.
That'd be 13.
13 is going to get you to the rooftop, but you're going to be near the edge.
Okay.
You stumble a little bit. You're not as graceful as someone who has really high athletics or acrobatics. You get up there for sure. You can see your target within 5-10 feet. Do you want to describe what Maui looks like for our listeners as well as Gorath, who is now breathing heavily, looking intently to hurt you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maui has long white hair. Right now is looking very shocked. Because she honestly did not think that anyone could move that fast, especially a Goliath. She looks a little annoyed. She's got blue tinted skin. And both of her eyebrows are in her hairline.
I can click off your token.
I mean, the good thing is I don't have any weapons drawn.
Yeah.
Just a shield.
Yeah.
Just a shield.
You could literally bash me with the
I've got
shield.
a 7-foot Goliath
Right.
standing on the edge of the rooftop with a shield.
Right. Yep. That sounds pretty accurate. Well then, so we now go to Sendra, who is going to be confused as the tank Gorath just charges Juggernaut style directly towards this building and gracefully, quote unquote, kind of parkours and leaps to the top of this building and is confused. Sees Ari kind of out of the corner of her eye sprinting. She herself is going to move over towards the opposite tree to kind of gather her composure. She doesn't have many personal items or belongings. I'm pretty sure she still has her holy symbol. So she has the ability to do some magics. And she has a short sword, last.
Her
so
arcane focus.
Thank you. Not a holy symbol. Her arcane focus.
Oh.
I was thinking of the one I took away from you last episode. Yes.
No.
So, what Sendra does is move about 10 to 15 feet behind another pine tree that is on the opposite side of the one that Ari, hid behind. And she's going to take an inventory trying to figure out what's going on. So she will hold her action as well. And we'll now move to -1 Kelbrix.
All right. So Kelbrix, after having just got shot in the arm, is going to just look at the arrow that is in his arm,
Oops.
point at it, and scream.
Okay.
And that is it.
Yeah.
That is my turn.
All right. So that will end round 1, bringing us to the top of round 2.
Goliath on the roof with me.
And it is now Maui's turn with this Goliath staring at you. He's very large, so the way the roof is angled, he's literally probably looking you in the eyes. That's how tall he is. You're up on the peak of the roof, and he's like, "Holy cow! I didn't know he could move that quick
And climb that
and
fast.
climb that fast."
Okay, yeah. That's great.
Oh, before we move any further, at the end of the round, the bystanders will all kind of make their way, and they're going to kind of scatter about, fleeing this as all of a sudden an arrow has flown
And somebody's
and
Stop.
somebody is screaming.
I wonder who that is.
Jesus.
Causing a scene.
I'm sorry. It's what I was going to do with a -1.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm blaming Maui.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do
Somebody
my
shot
job,
you.
kids. I'm trying to shoot you if it makes you feel better.
All right, so the bystanders have kind of cleared the area.
that's
Some
good.
of them are taking cover and trying to see what's going on, so they could either be witnesses to what's going on or not. Some of them are just running for their lives. Some of them are staggering drunk after leaving a pub or a tavern.
That's what I'd rather
But
be
for the
doing.
moment, everything seems to be cleared out of the streets currently.
Okay.
So now, after kind of redoing all that, on the roof
Yeah.
with a raging Goliath.
With a raging Goliath. Yeah, that's lovely. Wow. What to do? Sorry.
Please don't shoot me again.
Well, I
That's
have
all
bigger
I have.
problems right now. So
Literally.
quite literally bigger problems right now.
I also forgot to do the -4 on my stealth check. But it still would have been like 21. So
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. For you
I-
listeners out there, she has a 21 on her stealth or hide check as opposed to the 25. Oh,
I'm
God.
actually just gonna try to just get off the roof at that point. I do not want to fight a Goliath.
Are
on
you
a roof.
going to jump rooftop to rooftop? Or are you actually going to just go down this particular building to the ground level? Because there are nearby rooftops you could either use athletics and or acrobatics to sprint and leap across to.
Yeah, I would.
Or you could just get down on the ground.
No.
throwing it.
Mm-mm. There's more people on the ground, and I'm really hoping if he follows me, he'll fall through a roof. So,
I mean,
Hilarious.
depending on what dice he's rolling, if
Yeah,
he rolls those other dice he was using a couple episodes back.
yeah. So I want to go
straight through the roof into somebody's
many-
living room.
10, 15.
is
Might
on.
have to make sure it's on.
It may not be on. Hey, look.
10. How far can I go?
Well, first off, you're going to go rooftop to rooftop, right?
Yeah.
So, are you going to use your athletics or your acrobatics? Which is better for you to use?
Definitely the acrobatics.
Okay, so you will be able to. That's only about a 5-foot gap between rooftops, so I would
Yeah.
count that as 10 feet of movement. For the leaping across is what we'll do.
Yeah.
So, you could technically move 20 feet if you make that roll to jump from said rooftop to said rooftop. You would get on the next one.
Okay. Should I move it before?
Go ahead and move to the edge just to
Okay.
build a little tension for our viewers out there on YouTube. Smash
I'm like,
that
is that
like
the
button,
edge?
press
Let me
that
put my
bell,
glasses
give us
down.
subscriptions.
Okay.
Now go ahead and make your roll.
Oh no. I trust you, dice.
And when you give the roll, make sure you give the dice number roll and your
2 plus 3 is 5.
My dice are working in my favor.
That's so rude.
Okay, so what I would like you to do now, because a 5 is not going to
No.
cut it, is give me a strength saving throw, because you're going to come up short. But if you can nail this strength saving throw, then you can grab onto the edge of the roof without falling all the way down.
Strength saving throw. Oh, okay, maybe I can.
Not with that dice you're about to roll.
Nat 20 plus 2 is a nat
Oh.
22.
So you will essentially begin to fall in the gap,
Yay.
misjudging your jump, but you're able to grab onto the edge of the opposing roof you were trying to jump to. So you're kind of like hanging on the edge of the roof currently.
Shit.
So you're about 15 feet above ground, maybe 10 feet above ground, currently hanging onto the roof. That was your movement. You still have an action. You can turn it into a dash or an extra movement to get yourself up on the roof if you'd like, or you can try to do something with your action while hanging from the edge of the roof and be badass. That's up to you.
Would be.
Oh. So there's a little like lower roof. I'm on technically the second
Oh.
roof, right?
You are.
So would
You
I be
wanna-
able to use the action to kick off onto
Yep.
that?
You can
Okay.
you can
Go
kick
down.
off the building and then go to the lower roof on the other one. I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me an athletics or an acrobatics, your choice.
Well, I trusted acrobatics before. A 13 plus a 3 is a 16.
Okay, and that was with athletics.
Yeah. Acrobatics.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, so once you gather your composure, you kind of like are hanging there. You kind of give yourself a little momentum swing and put your feet on the kind of side of the building, and then just kind of bounce off from that building you're currently hanging from to the lower roof of the building that you just ran from.
Yeah.
You can stay on that roof, or you could, I would say, with your athletics, you could tumble down to the like sidewalk below if you'd like, kind of like parkouring down.
That would give me more movement options, I think. So yeah.
All right. So with that being said, you will literally kip off the building you were hanging from, drop to the lower roof of the building you jumped from, and then roll from that lower rooftop onto the ground below.
Parkour.
Yep. And take 0 damage as you stick the landing and are now on ground level.
Just like pat yourself off and be like, I totally meant to do that.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I would just like to say to the group, sorry I shot you. I was 100% not aiming for you.
Okay. So you will hear that shouted from an alleyway nearby.
My
Those
bad,
of you
bro.
That are up here, yeah, Gorath, you can hear that too. Ari, it's your turn.
God. Where is Sam?
Sam is on the
Middle.
side there, tied up
He's
to
top
a
one.
nearby hitch. There you go. Sam is up top.
I also kind of just
What a good point,
You
man.
do
I would
you.
just leave him.
Do what you gotta do.
I'm just gonna stay where I am for a moment,
Okay, so
and
I guess would she kind of like have line of sight, like seeing between that she fell between
oh
the
yeah,
I mean, you could probably see through the
Gracefully.
tree.
I gracefully fell.
gracefully mistimed the jump,
Yeah.
but nailed the landing.
To be fair, there's a Goliath on the roof with me suddenly, so I was acting accordingly.
So yeah, or you could definitely see kind of like the cloaked figure, kind of parkouring, making their way down into an alleyway or a side street, or probably more like a sidewalk. It looks like from the house, and they're ground level directly across from you.
I'm gonna stay where I am,
Mhm.
and I want to hold action to do poison spray if Maui comes within 10 feet of me.
Poisoned ones, it's fine.
Gorath, your target has fleet of foot jumped and disappeared.
So from my vantage point, I see the tumble, but I don't
no,
see the landing.
No, you see the target miss the rooftop and then just disappear because
Okay.
you're kind of elevated. You would assume.
All right, I'm gonna make my movement and walk, towards the end of the roof just to
Yeah.
see where they fell.
Okay.
All right, so like, is this roof like I can see her from the bottom?
Absolutely. You can definitely see.
All right.
About you're at the upper level of that. You're above the lower roof. There's one below you, about 5-6 feet.
Okay.
She's on the ground. So,
but I heard the weird conversation coming from
yes,
the alley.
you sure
Yeah.
did. Yes.
All right, I'm going to jump down or gonna hop one level and then down
Sure.
to the ground.
Yeah.
So, well, I need to roll, or is that just something?
Just make an athletics check, and I would say like 8 or better.
That's a 21.
Yeah, easy enough. So you basically just kind of hop from the next roof
Oh.
down, and then down directly in front of the target. Now on the sidewalk, looking directly at her, as he's going to look menacingly, or not necessarily menacing, but he looks down at you.
I'm looking down at you, and I'm confused.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Beef's not with you.
I'm like, why? You just said sorry?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to hit him.
Well, why were you trying to hit
Well,
Kelbrix?
no. It wasn't that. It was a warning shot, but my foot kind of slipped and I accidentally hit him. I honest to God slipped and hit him. Did not mean to.
Okay, Gorath, is there anything you still have an action? Anything you
Yeah.
want to do? You still have your shield in hand too.
Still have my shield.
Yep.
I am going to hold for right now, and if she attempts to run, then I will attempt a grapple.
Okay, makes sense. So Sendra is going to urge for you, Kelbrix, to get behind cover and stop screaming.
I will also want the Goliath to stop his friend from screaming, like, we do not need the guards right now.
As she is going to just continue to hold her action, because again, she's not armored. She has very limited, weapons and stuff. So she's just kind of holding to see what the heck is going on, as she is slightly kind of confused as well. And it will now be your turn, Kelbrix.
Still screaming.
Okay. Well, I with Ari's stealth check, would I know where she is?
You do,
Okay.
because you would have seen her kind of jaunt off to your, I guess it would be if you were facing out your left.
Pull away and stumble over to a
Right, so
tree.
you know she's over in that direction. You may not see like all the things, but you know she's over there. She's still kind of like, because I'm pretty sure the rules state, and maybe they don't, maybe this is just me making this up, but like if you can see somebody do it, like your own party members, you have a general awareness, so you know generally she's over there.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and head over towards Ari, and I am. I'm gonna head over towards Ari. Do I see the individual?
No, I'm being
That-
blocked by a
You
Goliath.
see Gorath.
Alright.
I'm small.
You can hear him saying something that's kind of low and bassy like Gorath, but you can't make out the words.
Sorry, did you say sorry? I didn't mean to.
I'm gonna go ahead and then
Sorry for saying
just
sorry.
Sorry.
I'm gonna cast
Sorry.
Cure Wounds on Ari.
Oh, okay,
Man.
okay.
Uh,
And you have the ability to do that without your holy symbol, correct?
I do, because it is only verbal and somatic.
There you
It
go.
does not require material
Oh,
components.
sweet.
All right.
So I'm gonna cast that at second
that.
level.
I'm a genius.
So 2d8. You'll get 11 points of healing.
Oh, thanks.
From my last time, did I take a long rest and
You would be completely healed.
Okay,
yes.
because I did not have that in there.
No, you would have been completely healed. This has been quite some time since last week. Last we had your one shot, which you can hear on Patreon
Mm-hmm.
if you'd like.
And that will be all for my turn.
All right. So, how much healing did you do?
11.
11 points.
Excellent. Now we have
So Ari is up to 12.
the end of round 2, the beginning of round 3.
I got a giant Goliath in front of
And
me.
a giant Goliath in front of you, and the bystanders are going to continue to take cover, run away, all the things, as the streets are now getting clearer and clearer. But I'd like each one of you to make a perception check.
Oh, man. Guards, I swear. Perception?
And what does everyone have, starting with Malway?
7 plus 5 is 12. I wrote it down wrong, but I did the math again.
Ari, what do you have?
5 and 5 are 10.
Okay, Gorath.
10 and 1, so an 11.
Okay, and Kelbrix.
19 plus 6 for a 25.
All right.
Okay.
You're the only one
Oh,
with the
no.
25 that hears in the distance coming from this direction, which would be the
Southwest.
southwest direction. The clanking of what sounds like armor.
Hmm.
Getting closer, growing closer. Not within the vicinity yet, but there's something armored
Coming towards
coming
us.
in that direction. Yep.
Does it sound like running?
Yes,
fast?
running.
Okay.
Running. The plates or the chain or whatever type it is making
Lovely.
enough noise. As a matter of fact, you know it sounds like plate armor. Because
I
you're-
want that armor.
You have 25.
You have to kill a
Oh,
guard.
So we
Still managed to
start.
shoot, yeah, sorry.
We start round 3 with Mawe.
Okay. So I didn't hear anything, so I don't even care about guards. But I do care that a lot of ruckus was made by someone that had a fair point. Would I would know that within minutes probably from being I do a lot in the city.
You know there's patrols around here. You don't know when.
But with everyone scattered.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. And because you've dealt in this, go ahead and take advantage because you've been in the city. You've dealt with a lot of things within the city, and you're somewhat familiar with the guardians of the gate and the guards here.
6 minus 1.
Yeah, so you have no idea.
That's 5.
Yeah, you're completely lost. You're just too focused on a massive
Yeah. Okay.
Goliath in front of you.
Listen, I did not mean to shoot him. I'm very sorry. I'll go say sorry to him. I'll even pay for him to get healed. I just want to talk to you guys, and I had to get you away from the temple.
Is that all you're going to do?
Well,
It's a very tight quarters to try to get around him. It's a very narrow space. He is blocking your path. You could go back onto the rooftops if you want to try to get away. You could continue. The map does not show up, but you could continue to go around the back side of the building.
you know what? I will slowly start to back up with my hands up, like I do not want to hurt anyone.
Would you like to use your action to disengage?
I would like to use my action to disengage.
And how far would you like to back up?
Yeah, about 5 feet.
Okay. So you put your hands up, disengage, and begin to back up.
Like, I don't want to be a threat to you. I am sorry. It's not what I'm here for.
All right. And that will end your turn. Anything else?
I was going to say, I do have a question because
yes.
Gorath had held his action
Yeah.
Correct.
to grapple.
Yeah.
What was the status of the grapple?
If I tried to make a run for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's up to interpretation, yeah?
It is.
So do you want to... You have the option to trigger or not trigger based off what you're seeing currently. Would you attempt to
I'm
grapple?
not going to grapple, but I am going to put my hand out. Like, I'm going to grab her shoulder, but I'm not going to grab her shoulder.
Okay. Then maybe that's why she only moves 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. You
Anything
and,
else?
and technically, you didn't trigger your held action, correct? I think you can still trigger it at any time.
I mean, Gorath would be able to, but at the same time, at this point, he's no longer engaged.
Within-
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Just clarifying for my old man brain.
That would be my thought, at least.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's roll with it. That brings us to Ari.
Okay. Since I grew up in Landgate, I would know that the guards are coming, yeah?
You would know that the patrol is nearby. You probably would even be close enough to Kelbrix as he's like, I want that armor. So, I mean, yeah, you're like, oh,
You're like,
the
fuck.
guards.
We need to go.
Uh-huh.
Right now.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna move over to Sam.
There would be no space for me to shoot, right? I'd probably end up hitting Gorath.
You
Because that was one
you
of...
could
Does it still
shoot.
count as my held action?
Sam's the top.
If I held it a few rounds ago, since nothing happened?
No. That's done. It's
Okay.
over. Yep.
No.
Nope.
Click off. Click off. Opposite side. Now click your tip. No.
No.
Still-
No. This is...
There.
Move your toys around to get it where you want it.
My apologies, Buttercup.
So 30 feet puts you where Sam is.
Buttercup,
Ugh.
Yeah, I
Dwarven
was
horse,
looking at-
Sam.
Okay.
The name is on top, that's why I was
Yeah.
So are you going to mount? Because you're going to have to essentially do a dash, correct? Or you have to use your bonus action to create the dash as being a rogue.
Yes.
That's a great answer. Which
Yes!
one are we selecting?
All of the above.
Are you using
So I will use the dash to get the extra
are
movement.
you using your
Bonus
bonus action dash?
Yes.
Okay. So that will get you there, plus you'll be able to mount with an action still left to go. And a little bit of movement, like half your speed of movement left.
I want to start moving in 11 minutes.
Okay.
Or at least it'll cover it.
Do you want to do a hold action with your action?
So, yes, I'll hold my action.
What are you going to do for your held action?
If Kelbrix also gets on a horse,
Okay.
then I want to start moving.
Okay.
Bye, Gorath.
The rest will be okay.
Adios, homie.
All right, Gorath, with your hand extended towards the
Nice lady.
blue-skinned, white-haired young lady who's like Yo,
We cool,
no
bro.
beef. We're cool.
We cool.
What do you want to do?
So you just said you didn't mean to shoot my friend.
I did not mean to shoot your friend. 100% honest, Scout's honor.
And then you want to pay for him to get healed.
Yeah, if I have to, yeah.
Well, then you need to come with me and go apologize to him.
I don't know if that would be optimal right now, considering I just shot him. You know, maybe we should wait a few days. Let him cool off. He screamed pretty loud.
Then give me the gold.
Well, we don't know how much a healer costs, do we?
Well, look, we have a situation.
Yeah, I believe
Either
we
I will
do.
take you over to my friends. Or
Not
we need to
optimal.
walk over to.
You know, let's just saunter over there slowly so I can think about my actions. Really just invest myself in what I did and why it was wrong.
So what you plan on doing, Gorath?
I'm going to step aside and like turn myself sideways so she can begin to walk.
Okay. I
And
like
I'm going
that.
to put my hands and like do the walking gesture.
Yeah. Okay. So your held action. Do you want to do anything with your held action? I mean, that's
Oh, again, I will chase her if she begins to run.
okay.
I think he can run
I can
really
do that.
faster than me.
All right. At this point, I think Sendra is gonna look over towards Kelbrix. I'm gonna give an insight check. Yeah, she has no idea what's going on. She turns and immediately looks down the street
Oh, thank God.
where in this direction where the noise is coming from, and then she looks back to Kelbrix and says, "What should we do?" And she's just gonna hold an action to
Leave.
No, I don't think you guys
move
should
or
leave.
run when you do,
All right.
essentially.
Okay.
And that will now be. Oh, hang on a second. As they will enter the fray, just getting onto our map.
Oh, son of a...
You said you wanted the armor. We're just trying to make that possible for you.
And they
It's all
will
about
end
customer
their, They will
satisfaction.
essentially be dashing, so they will end their turn there.
Oh,
Kelbrix, you now have a visual on two well-armored guardians of the gate that are on patrol, heading in your direction.
Lovely.
It's your turn now, sir.
Gorath, we need to go. Come on, hurry along. And I'm gonna head towards Buttercup.
Okay.
And motion for Sendra as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to mount Buttercup.
All right.
And yeah, at that point, just hoping Gorath starts moving our way.
Yeah, you should
Okay.
go, buddy.
This will end round 3, bring us to the top of round 4, as it is now Mawei's turn with a slight ultimatum with the Goliath in front of her. As he steps off to the side, gesturing for you to walk this way.
Would I?
We don't have the rights to that. I don't want to.
I didn't sing
almost
it.
started singing it. Thank
Didn't
God.
sing it.
Oh man. Okay, well, as Maui stated before, she is going to 100% saunter and take her time. Every step is very deliberate and wasting time.
Okay.
Where am I?
You're at the bottom.
Oh, hi. I couldn't find my mouse. 5, 10. I'm gonna say she goes 20 feet. And, I can now see that Ari, my target, is getting on the horse, right?
I'm already on the horse.
You're already on your horse?
You would be able to spot that the target has mounted the horse, is kind of looking into direction as you watch the target, being Kelbrix, that you shot with the arrow. As he sprints, kind of hops over the nearby fence, mounts his horse. You now can see out of the corner of your eye, your peripheral, that there are 2 Guardians of Gate running in this direction.
What would be my relationship with them? Like, I
You're
kind of help them.
You're technically a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Therefore, they're gonna work with you, but they don't like you, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, 100%
You're
cool.
encroaching on their territory
Encroaching on
legally within the bindings of your contracts, your guild, and everything you work for.
I'm pretty.
Yeah,
They're
but
probably not going to arrest me.
not necessarily. No.
Okay, cool.
You have
I
some
just
leeway.
I just gave them an assassin. Like, we're cool. But I can see them.
Yep, they're running. They don't seem to see you. They seem to be focused directly on like the temple area.
Ooh, but if they get her, I don't get my reward.
No.
Okay. I would like to scream that they went that way and like point down that one other alleyway, like not where the horses are, but the other way.
Okay, that is going to be your action, which is fine, and you're going to need to make a persuasion to try to persuade them. And that will be versus their insight or attempted it. And I will give them advantage because there's 2 of them.
13 plus 1 is 14.
They don't believe you,
Oh, man.
as they can literally...
See? Oh, can they
Yeah,
see? Oh,
yeah.
man, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, they can see one.
So proud
Dang
of
it.
you.
Come on, Kelbrix.
I mean, they literally see Kelbrix mounting the horse as they came in a little...
They could have
before.
ran. I would like... I moved 20 feet so I can move
You
10
still have...
more.
Yep.
I would like to slowly go this way. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Gorath, did you hold an action again?
I did, like, but if she were like to sprint off, that's when I
Yeah.
would begin.
Slowly moving,
Okay.
like a
She's-
T-Rex.
she's still walking, so she's still within like what I would say what my movement would be.
Yeah.
So not like
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. That's fair. Just a good clarification for the listeners and viewers out there. Well, that will
Lowering
end.
this.
That will end Manway's turn, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. That brings us to Ari. Now mounted.
Just motioning like, go, go, go. I don't want them to get my reward. It's a good reward. You're worth a lot.
Yeah, I'm aware. Thanks.
Slightly right here.
Oh, thank God. I was like, I forget how much, but I know it's good.
Well, I want to start riding out of the city. If I can.
Okay. Yeah. You go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Oh, great.
Remember, -4.
Come on, Sam. Don't hate me today.
Oh. Does that say?
It does say.
Oh
fuck.
no.
I rolled a net 1.
Okay. So
-3.
So plus your animal handling.
Oh.
correct.
Would be 4, so
Minus
0.
So you go to pull the reins to move Sam, and Sam has been hitched really good. And you forgot to untie the hitch. The knot is pretty secure into the fence.
Damn it!
Can I see that?
I'm pretty sure you hear her say that, so sure. You look in that direction.
I still have a dagger. I want to just reach down, cut it, if I can.
Sure, we'll do that. I'll allow that.
Okay. Do you want me to roll?
Oh yeah.
No.
Hit?
Yeah, he just
I
wants
got
you
a
to believe.
-4. I'm gonna take advantage of it the whole time.
Okay. 14.
14. Yeah. Okay. You begin to cut on the rope, or actually, it would be your reins, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're
Oh,
beginning
this
to
is
cut the
gonna be
reins.
Great, man.
I know.
Go ahead and roll me a damage.
She's panicking.
Yeah. Imagine having a Goliath in your face after 35 seconds of running.
4.
You get about 3/4 of the way through. It's not completely damaged enough to release. But keep in mind, you won't have any reins.
Yeah, I know.
That'll be fun.
Hold on to the saddle very
Right.
tightly.
Well, that will be your turn. That brings us to Gorath. As you're now aware of metal armored or plated armored
Looks like a problem for
people
you, bud.
coming nearby. Like you can hear the armor jingling and jingling.
He's not wanted.
I'm not wanted, so I'm just walking with you.
Ugh. Your friends are trying to leave.
So you just move 15 feet
I'm
up.
moving with. I'm like, you need to still go over there and apologize.
Can
like
I just
you said you were gonna.
shout it from here?
No, you offered to help me.
Ugh.
And why were you yelling at the guard?
Well, they're my drinking pals. We drink together. I see them often.
Sure.
Yeah. I see a lot of people often.
So, anything you want to do, Gorath? I mean, you move 15 feet, had a little bit of a discussion.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing.
Okay.
I'm still herding her over
Dragging my feet like a toddler.
that way.
So you like extend your hand and just kind of like put it on her shoulder.
Put it on
and
her
just-
shoulder. You need to start turning that way.
Okay, okay, I like it.
Again, if she starts to scramble or it does anything like that, I'm gonna.
All right, so
Such a literal person.
Sendra is going to begin to sprint. And she too is going to run and get there for her 30 feet. And then is going to mount Buttercup. As you kind of finish gaining your reins, Kelbrix, you see her kind of hop over the low fence easy enough, and then just kind of like head your direction. You'll extend like your hand and just kind of like help her up on the back of Buttercup.
Yep.
Super. Yeah.
Fluid. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now their turn.
-1.
Hi.
I got a 0 for anal.
I love that too.
As you will hear, in the name of the guardians of the gate, halt! Do not move!
Maui just gonna
And they
roll
will
her
come
eyes.
rushing in
Oh.
there. As they are fully armored, their weapons will be drawn. They actually will have, now that you have a good visual, they each have great swords as well as heavy crossbows. So one of them will have a heavy crossbow drawn. I'm going to say it will be, I'm going to put a dot. And let's make it a yellow dot. So that one will have a heavy crossbow. The other one will have a great sword out. And they have plate mail for sure. And that will be their turn. As it is now yours, Kelbrix.
Alright, I am going...
This will make us wanted, is what you hear Sendra say, kind of behind now that she's up on there. If we run.
Correct. I'm going to look at Ari and say, go! And I will...
Can I use my held action?
You can.
I'm going to use my held action to finish cutting through the reins.
Well, I was actually getting ready to use a spiritual weapon
Or if you want to do that first.
to cut the rest of the reins, so you can go.
And then I'll go.
Is that as
Adios,
verbal and
amigos.
somatic?
It's an animal handling check for you. If this works, which I'm sure it will.
23
Oh,
to
definitely.
hit. And it's a D8 plus
Just
3.
decimate the post.
So
She's gone.
that'll be 6 points of
Yeah.
damage.
So
to
your
slice off the knot of the reins.
perfect spiritual
High
weapon will
force
do that.
Cute.
And then I'm going to immediately dismiss it.
Immediately what? Dismissing
Dismiss
it?
it.
Okay. Your spiritual weapon will fade.
19 and 3 is 22, so minus 4 is 18.
Alright. The difficulty was 16 because you don't have reins. So you just grab a hold of the mane of Sam, which doesn't make Sam very happy, but will
She
cooperate.
can deal.
For a moment.
Which direction are you going? Are you going
Definitely go to the
north?
alley,
Are
I
you
said.
going south and trying to take another route? Like, you tell me.
No, I want to go north.
Perfect.
Go up behind the building.
Sure.
Away from the guards.
Okay. So you begin riding northward. Now, here's the fun part. Northward dead ends to a bunch of buildings.
Nice.
Yep. So you run up about 35 feet or whatever, and you are pretty much trapped in there. There's really no way to go. You can shoot down some side alleyways, but they're very narrow, which would increase the difficulty of riding. Like, you're on a horse, there's a couple rooftops, like, it's gonna be, you could decapitate yourself. I mean, I don't know, like, it's narrow. A full gallop would make it difficult, so that's gonna be your held action. And Kelbrix, you have things you can do.
I used my bonus action for
Mhm.
that. I am going to
Distract the
just go
guards.
ahead and dismount my horse.
Okay. What are you doing? Is what you hear quietly from Sendra.
You said if we run, we'll be wanted, so...
I didn't say get off your horse. That's what she says.
Well, too late.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Stay up there.
I'm gonna hop off of Buttercup if I can grab my token.
Why is it not?
I don't know why it's wanting to grab Buttercup first.
Bye, Buttercup.
That's weird.
So, after a little maneuvering, I hop down off of Buttercup.
Okay.
And
Snitches in the city.
All right. So that will end round 4, bringing us to the top of round 5. Maui, you're up. What would you like to do?
Does he even look concerned that the Guardians of the Gate are here?
No.
No.
No. He's literally, like you said before, he's literally guiding you like a small child in this direction. As now you see the one you're supposed to apologize to dismounts his horse and starts kind of heading or looking in this direction, I guess would be the better term.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead and give me a nature check just for fun.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. A 14 minus a 1 is a 13.
Okay, a 13 is good enough. You've had dealings with Goliaths in the past, excuse me. Yeah, they're fairly easygoing race of people. Most of them turn out to be, barbaric or fighter type. He's gonna be a handful if you decide to tangle with him. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. No, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I figured, but who?
He's literally taking everything literally. So.
Yeah.
Okay, if I apologize to your friend, I can go on my way if he doesn't want help with healing.
If he accepts your apology, yes.
Okay.
Stop shooting people.
Well, it's a problem of mine. I've been going places for it. Usually after bounties, but I see the Guardians of the Gates. Do I happen to recognize them from the one lady before? Were they with?
Let's play our favorite game here on Critty Grin.
Evens.
Evens and odds. What would you like?
Odds.
No, it is not a familiar guard. These are two random patrolling night guards.
I want to kind of shout out to them that they're encroaching on a bounty from, I'm gonna assume, their boss. She looks pretty high up.
Okay, give me your persuasion.
Oh, man, that never works out for me. 5 plus 1 is 6.
With advantage, because you would use... sorry, I was trying to process. Go ahead, do advantage.
18 plus 1 is 19.
Yeah, you would have used either credentials, the fact that you're a bounty hunter, maybe even shouting out the boss. Do you have a name? See, that's why you should have took notes.
I know, I did take notes.
And if you use a name...
Man, I did not write her name down.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I'm still dragging my feet, so I guess I'll just... Well, no, actually, I don't want to move, especially with them having their weapons drawn. They told us not to move, so I'm just not going to move to make it easier, because I would kind of know that they kind of hate bounty hunters.
Fair enough. So, anything you want to hold your action, or you just stop?
Well, my target already ran off, so I'm going to have to retrack her, so...
Okay.
I will say I will hold my action for if the Goliath starts getting antsy, I will say, angry or something, I will want to absolutely disengage and run away from him.
Okay, that's fair enough. Alright, Sam comes to a stop at the end of this dead-end alleyway, essentially. She starts kind of pulling left, pulling right. You've got hands full of mane in your hand. It's not easy to ride a horse without reins. It can be done.
Yeah. You said there's little alleyways.
There is. You could take one of those.
Would I be able to get through without Sam?
Oh, easy enough.
Okay, then I'm gonna jump down and run down an alley.
Sure, go ahead and give me a acrobatics check. Dismounting is half your speed.
Okay. So with the -4.
Yeah.
That's 5.
So you have a 5. You go to dismount and begin to move about 15 feet towards the nearest alleyway, and as you do, you are just going to attempt to maneuver past some crates and things that are in the alleyway, and you just kind of stumble and fall. And Kelbrix, you probably can hear in the distance some type of noise.
Oh, come on!
So your turn is pretty much done there with that one.
Okay. Am I at least somewhat hidden since I'm
You're in the alleyway. You're at least 10 feet in the alleyway.
There's crates on top of you.
Yeah, I mean, you still have an action, technically. That was dismounting and then moving. So
Bonus
you have an action you could
Um,
do something with.
Did you say I fell prone?
You are currently prone, yes, with a broken crate of rotten vegetables underneath you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You're gonna smell lovely.
Cabbage. It's cabbage. I'm declaring it
Oh,
now.
I can't even say that.
Sorry.
It's all like mildewy, like wet. I'm just describing what cabbage
I want to
now.
stand up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
So half speed, essentially to stand. So I'm assuming you're turning your action into
yeah.
Or
I'll
are you
use my
doing your-
action.
bonus action.
No,
action.
I'll use my action.
All right. To turn into a dash to gain extra movement.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at.
No, you're fine. So you still have 15 feet of movement after you've stood up.
I'm going to attempt to move 15 feet down this alleyway.
Sir, give me another acrobatics. It's cluttered down this little alleyway.
It's where everyone puts their trash. Even people.
And
Even better.
That one was worse. So 2 and 5. 7 minus 4. 3.
so when you go to run, you kind of like plant your foot into a pile of that rotten cabbage and just
Oh,
it's so
no.
greasy and slimy on the stone,
Gross.
and you literally just fall and tumble into a what would be considered like a open barrel top, which is like a trash receptacle, and your like legs are just kind of like kicking out of the barrel as more noise and calamity comes from that direction, Kelbrix.
I want to be Kelbrix right now, just hearing all of it and being like, ugh.
I'm just.
You're having a great time.
I still have my bonus action.
You do.
Is this barrel empty?
It's full of trash,
Ew.
like fish bones and
Ugh.
vegetables.
Crawl into it
And
and
I was gonna hide in the
Sure.
barrel.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a
Just
stealth.
crying.
No, it's a bonus action to cry.
It is. It is a bonus action to cry.
That one was better. Okay. So 17 minus
you-
4, 13 plus 7, 20.
-4.
She already minus the
I did
Yeah.
17
Perfect.
minus 4, 13 plus 7.
Ugh.
20.
Please stop. I'm gonna cry
Okay.
with my
You
bonus
will.
action.
The barrel is a large barrel. You will be able to kind of like maneuver yourself in there,
Oh.
pulling your body
I'd rather
inside the
just
barrel.
die, honestly.
I need a Constitution saving throw to see if you vomit or
Yeah.
not
Oh,
from the
God.
atrocious grossness and smell within that barrel.
Still a minus
I was
4.
gonna say something.
Oh
really
yeah,
gross.
everything's -4. I love it. Taking advantage of it. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah, she throws up.
yeah.
I got a 0.
And you will now hear a retching.
Like a,
It's very faint.
it's
you
like
know.
a dog. That makes it funnier. It's faint retching.
So, my question is, which direction, going back towards the alley,
Yep.
left or right?
It would
Did-
be
did I-
towards, like if you were looking at it, it would be
Mhm.
towards your right, or it would have been in the general east direction.
Eastern
Yep,
direction. Okay,
correct.
perfect. Good to know.
Yeah. You can see the silhouette of Sam down there, the moonlight mixed with the street lights nearby.
Standing there, like,
Sam's
Just,
hearing
just
the retching,
standing
is like,
there,
"Fuck."
the cut, rain
Alright.
just kind of swinging and hanging.
All right.
Yeah, Gorath, it'll be your turn.
Good job.
All right.
Thanks.
So I heard her say bounty.
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
So I'm
target.
At the target.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at Kelbrix.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Yeah?
So I'm going to call the guards over.
Okay.
This is just this is, like to my internal monologue. This is just a big misunderstanding.
Oh my god.
This lady has already apologized. It's just escalating. Like we just need to down.
We need
downsize
peer
this, all right?
negotiators.
I'm gonna whistle the guards over and wave them over.
Oh no.
Okay. And that'll be what you do for your turn?
That'll be for my turn, and I'll have my held action will be have a conversation with them when they come over.
Okay.
So I can sprint.
So, Kelbrix, you're going to hear Sendra say, "My God, what is going on?"
Mom's
As
like,
it's
"It
her
should've been like
turn,
this."
she's going to move up in the saddle, and she's going to begin to slowly take the reins. I'm going to have her do a stealth check to see if the guards are going to spot her.
Oh. This is all going downhill.
Her stealth is 0, and their passive perception is...
Technically, I was right. You are
Okay.
heading the way I said you were going to be.
The guardian of the gate that has the crossbow out is going to say, "You on horseback, stop!" as he will be able to see what she's trying to do. So she will put her hands in the air, kind of just surrendering. It will now bring to the Guardians of the Gate, as the one with the crossbow will level the crossbow in the direction of Dwarven Horse, Buttercup, Sendra, who's on the mount or mounted on Buttercup, and then you, Kelbrix. He's going to move very like Rainbow Six style, crossbow up, kind of like half crouching, walking with his crossbow loaded. As you call for the guards.
And I have no weapons drawn.
You don't.
It's a shield that you can take my head off with.
The one that has the greatsword is going to jog over towards you and Malway.
This is
What is going on here?
Nothing.
All right, so this is what I will tell you. Is that this little bow lady, she's saying she accidentally shot my friend. So I saw her shot my friend. I chased her, and then she apologized. So I was taking her back over across the street to apologize to my friend that she shot.
This is Malway.
If I caused a disruption, I wanted to know why she shot my friend. But I'm not worried about it because she said she was sorry.
Okay, so the guard takes us all in. He's going to make an insight check. Yeah, no, he believes you. It was good enough roll where he's like, okay, this sounds like completely legit.
Sounds like Malway.
Your sincerity is there. And he's like, well,
this
this...
according to Gorath.
then he's going to look to you, the guard, Malway, and say, what is the meaning of this?
I'm on a bounty, and I did accidentally shoot him. And I am prepared to apologize, but my bounty got away because you guys showed up.
Okay, hold that thought.
Kelbrix does not have a bounty on his head.
That's gonna be your turn. That'll be the turn in the last guard's turn. Let me clarify. It'll now bring us to the -1 Kelbrix.
Yeah, all right.
Don't move! Is what you hear the guard leveling up as he approaches. Like I said, Rainbow Six style.
Twitchy.
I will raise my hands up and kind of just move out from behind Dwarven Horse.
Okay.
That way, like, I'm not trying to be obscured very slowly.
Okay.
And just have my hands up, and I will say, I'm sorry. I got shot, and then someone stole one of my horses. I have no idea what's going on here.
Give me a persuasion.
That's a 8 plus 0 for an 8.
He will say, slowly get down on your knees.
Oh!
That's what he says as he kind of motions with his crossbow. Down!
Remember to
Clarify all this in a
words.
moment. Don't move. That's what he looks towards Sendra and says.
Alright. I guess I will get on my knees.
Okay, so you slowly kind of comply. Put your hands behind your head.
Oh my gosh!
All right, I will. Yeah, I mean, I'll comply. I haven't done anything illegal.
Okay.
Well, no, never mind.
That will end. You got anything else you want to do?
No, that'll end my turn.
That will end round 5, bringing us to the top of round 6. My way is your turn.
I'll explain that my bounty is getting away currently. Given to me by someone pretty high up in the Guardians of the Gate. She came to my guild to give me this personally.
What is her name?
Yeah, about that. I just caught an assassin for him, and I was pretty tired. I've watched him all night, so I did not get her name.
I mean, you're hearing all this. Do you want to chime in?
Kelbrix does not have a bounty on
yes,
his head.
correct.
Why do you keep saying that?
No, he's not my bounty.
Then why did you shoot him?
I didn't mean to shoot him. It was an accident.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Oh, those are going well for me. Wait, am I reading the... No, I'm not. Okay. I was like, was I reading the wrong one? A 2 plus a 1 is a 3?
You will have to stay here until we can confirm this with our superiors.
Okay. Do I have the bounty that she gave me? I would have the bounty that she gave me. I would probably keep it on me. Would that be proof?
Yeah.
I want to pull that out and be like, this is the bounty.
Okay. It is the bounty, but how do I know you're not just pulling it off a nearby
Okay.
posting.
I would have something from my guild.
There you go.
I want to pull out my credentials
Okay.
for my guild.
Sure.
And I want to be like, I'm with the Bounty Hunters Guild.
He will take and examine. This will take a little bit, but he'll. He looks it over. That will end your turn currently. Okay. All right.
Another eye roll from the toddler.
Still in a barrel of.
You're throw up now?
Yeah.
Ew.
Covered in it. It's all on your
Gross.
hair, on your horns.
We'll be able to smell you if you ever get out of there.
Sorry.
Can I hear the guards still?
Things are beginning to get settled down, sort of. You can hear, "Get down on your knees, put your hands behind your head," which is phrasing. But anyway.
It's a normal alleyway conversation in this city. Honestly.
I want to continue to hide where I am.
Sure.
And if I can, I want to try and like motion at Sam to start walking back down the alley.
Sam.
Just be like, Sam.
Okay, give me a animal handling check.
Oh,
I doubt
great.
she's gonna move.
Sam is going to be like,
She hates me. 19 minus 4, 15.
Okay, she starts to move.
Nice.
She'll start slowly trotting 15, 20 feet or so.
she wants to get away from the smell.
back in the direction
Probably.
of everyone else. And
Well, it's my
what's
rider.
what's your stealth for your hide?
Bye. Since I was already hidden, does that count for
I mean,
anything?
you can have an advantage. I'll give you that.
Thank
You're already
you.
hidden in an alleyway far enough away.
Okay, that's better.
Thank you, Father.
12, 18. Nope. I can math. 19. 15.
Okay, 15 it is. Gorath.
If I ever have to deal with the Goliath again, I'll
It's
shoot
your turn.
myself.
The conversation seems to be going in Mawai's directions, where the guard seems to be leaning and looking like he's gonna like let her do her thing, let her go.
Do I see the picture?
What's your passive perception? Is it higher than a 12?
It's 11.
You see a bounty, but you don't get a good look at the picture.
Alright.
Unless you like blatantly say, "Hey, can I see that?"
I'm waiting for her to apologize to my friend as terms of us not pressing charges against her.
My God.
Okay. Are you gonna do anything action movement wise, or just kind of?
No,
inform?
I'm just waiting here with
Okay.
the guard.
Okay.
See what the guard wants me to do.
All right. Sendra will just comply as she continues to keep her hands held up and does not want to create any more trouble than has already been stirred.
Yeah, Kelbrix.
The guard is going to move right next to Kelbrix, still crouching, Rainbow Six style, kind of approaching. And he'll put his hand on your shoulder and he's like, "Target secure." Target secure. And the guy looks down the alleyway. "Sir, we have a horse coming down the alleyway." That's what he says.
Oh my gosh. This
Gorath
guy's
Mawe.
new?
Maybe.
That's
Gorath
Can I
and
recite
Mawe,
that?
you will see the one guard kind of look in the direction of the other guard who literally shouts, "Sir, there's a horse coming down the alleyway." And he just kind of looks back at the two and goes, "Ugh," like shaking his head like, "I'm stuck with this guy on watch."
He's new. He's twitchy.
And that is going to be what that guard is going to do. The guard that is near you, Kelbrix, and Mawe, looks to you, Mawe, and says, "Go get your target."
He handed me my credentials in the
He will
thing.
hand it back. Gorath, when the exchange takes place this time, you will see the target is R. You'll see this right here, this wanted poster. You will know.
Yeah.
He gives you
Yeah.
freedom.
Thank you.
That will end their turns. Kelbrix, it'll be your turn.
That's the horse that was stolen that I was trying to get back after getting shot by that individual there.
Sorry.
I want to press charges.
Give me an intimidation check on that. I like that.
Does the Bounty Hunters Guild have lawyers?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's a 7.
He's intimidated.
He's a new
You notice he's like,
guard.
oh. So he like takes his hand off his shoulder and then starts to like look around like, oh, maybe I screwed up. You know what I mean?
Technically, they
Big
both
time.
screwed up.
I mean that. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait.
He'll reach down and I was like, here, sir, stand, let me help you up here. And he'll help you stand up.
All right, I'll stand up.
All right.
Hate twitchy new guards.
And that will end.
That'll end my turn.
Okay. Ending round 6, bringing us to the top of round 7. My way.
I will say thank you to the guard.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much, sir. I'll look to the Goliath and I'll
Uh-huh.
say, gonna apologize to your friend as I move on. Sorry about all of this. I really hope you have a better night. And I'm going to make my way towards his friend, because I don't lie. I will apologize.
Uh-huh.
Probably not going to give him any money, though. Wait.
You want me to move you?
10, 15, 20. I can move.
You can move around or past.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I was 20, 25. Yeah. So I'll move right here.
Yep.
And I will apologize to him. And I'll say, very sorry about shooting you. It was an honest mistake. You know what? I hand him like 2 gold coins.
Okay.
I'll be like, here you go. Sorry about this. I promise, like, come find me at the Bounty Hunters Guild if you require more.
Technically, you should have some coins here. Hand him over 2 gold coins.
Can someone... Here you
All
go,
right,
buddy.
2 gold coins are exchanged.
Yeah.
And
Sorry about your arm. Hope it works still.
No, I need further clarification on what happened here. Why were you shooting at me?
I think this will be a good point to end this chapter of our tale.
All right.